Bonjour and welcome to Easy French Cooking. Today we are going for an absolute classic of French cuisine, which is also quick and easy to prepare. I'm Victor and today we are learning to prepare the classic cheese soufflé. It's a great idea for a meal, it looks fantastic and it tastes yeah! Don't forget that the soufflé must be done at the last minute and eaten straight out of the oven. Otherwise, you end up with a sad, flat soufflé after a few minutes. So, as the tradition goes, the soufflé doesn't wait for the guests wait for the soufflé. Oh, look at that. This is so cool. So are we ready for the cheese soufflé? Let's go! And here are our beautiful ingredients. Half a liter of milk, butter, we'll be using about 70 grams of it, and also 70 grams of flour. 150 grams of cheese, this is Comté, you can use Gruyere, any good quality hard cheese will do the job. 4 eggs, nutmeg, you can use of course ground nutmeg, but try to grate some whole nutmeg if you can. Salt and pepper. And here is our gear for today. A saucepan, a mixing bowl, a wooden spoon, a measuring glass, a couple of bowls, a cheese grater, a grater for the nutmeg, a whisk. This is obviously an electric whisk. I'm feeling a little bit lazy today, but you can do it manually if you want to. And a few individual ramequins for the soufflé. I think with the quantity we have today, we're going to need about 8 of those, so I'm going to bring a few extras. First, we are grating the cheese. This is Comté cheese, which is my favorite hard cheese. Now we are separating the egg yolk from the white. And we do that with all the eggs. Now we are going to make what we call the roux blanc. So first we're going to add our 70 grams of butter and melt it on low heat. Now the butter has melted, so we're going to add the flour. And mix on high heat for a couple of minutes until it turns into some kind of mousse like this. So this is our roux blanc. And now we're going to remove it from the heat. Now we are adding the milk little by little and we are making the béchamel. Back on high heat and keep mixing until it boils. Okay, so now it's boiling, so we turn the heat down and we keep mixing for a couple of minutes. So after a couple of minutes, we remove from the heat. We season with salt, pepper, plus we grate some nutmeg. Nutmeg is an essential part of our soufflé. It gives it that distinctive flavor. Now we're going to add the egg yolks to our béchamel and it's going to become a sauce mornay sauce. So we mix it all together and now we can add the cheese, of course. And we mix. Beautiful. And we leave it to rest. Next very important step, we whisk the egg whites. This is so cool. Look at that. Yes. Now we are going to gently mix the egg whites with the rest of the mixture. And here we go, we have our mixture. This is beautiful. Now that we are preparing our little ramequin, so you could use some melted butter, but you know, it's just as efficient to actually rub some butter in, like this. Then what you want to do is add a little coat of flour on all the sides. That would be just to make sure that your soufflé doesn't stick. So you do that with each ramequin. So what we want to do now is fill them with the mixture. Okay, and we want to leave a little bit of space at the top so that the soufflé can actually lift properly. And here we are, as expected, that fills about 8 ramequins. Now all this is going into the oven 180 degrees for 18 minutes. And voila, a beautiful soufflé straight out of the oven. You really need to check in your oven that your soufflé is ready before you take it out, but this looks just perfect. It's gonna be a bit hot, but that's the way it is. Oh yes, so light and tasty. Bon appetit. Ladies and gentlemen, the cheese soufflé! And as it is often the case, it is a lot easier than people may think when you look at it. Although the cheese soufflé is the reference, there are lots of different types of soufflé you can make, including for dessert. You can have soufflé à l'orange, soufflé au grand marnier, chocolate soufflé, you name it. So if you're interested in looking at other types of soufflé, let me know in the comments and we'll take a look at it. Well, I hope you liked the video. If you did, give me a like. And of course, to keep up to date with all the latest recipes, do not forget to subscribe to my channel, Easy French Cooking. Ring that bell and check out my other videos. Well, enjoy the soufflé, have a fun time cooking. À bientôt!